Here's what we know. Today, an Army two-star, Major General Darrell Williams, who headed up for the last 30 days the initial Ebola effort by the U.S. military in West Africa, is back in Italy with about a dozen of his team. When they landed, they went into what the Pentagon is calling enhanced monitoring, what the rest of us might think of as quarantine. They are in a separate building on their military base in Vicenza, Italy. You see General Williams there. For the last 30 days, this is a guy who went all over Liberia, saw everything, didn't hide out in his hotel. He has been out and about. They are now in this building for the next 21 days. They will have their temperature taken twice a day. They are not allowed at this point to go home. They are not likely to see their families for 21 days. None of them have symptoms, we are told. They are asymptomatic for Ebola. But the Army, the Pentagon, now doing this out of an abundance of caution. But it doesn't stop there, Ashley. Several dozen more troops expected to land back in Italy later today, and we are getting into a period of a constant rotation of troops going in and coming back out. So, what is on the table? Well, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel has to decide whether or not he wants to institute mandatory quarantine, 21-day monitoring behind closed doors for all military personnel coming back. There's a couple of issues here. Countries like Italy, where these troops are going back, Spain and Germany, where other troops are going back to, those nations very sensitive about it. They have a lot of concerns, but look, U.S. military families obviously very worried. At the end of the day, it could total 4,000 U.S. troops going to West Africa, and the decision has to be made. Do they all go back into a mandatory quarantine?